In this video, I'm going to show you why understanding that the market is fractal completely changes the way that you apply candle range theory. You will start to see the same cycle no matter the time frame. And like I like to say, once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Now, before I get further into this video, I want to say that this video is a direct continuation from my last video about liquidity. So if you didn't see that video, I definitely recommend that you watch that video so that you can have the full understanding of this range, because this video is a direct continuation. Now let me start with the definition of what fractal means. The markets being fractal to me means that the market structure and behavior are self-similar across different time frames. What this means is every smaller time frame is like a microcosm of the other one. If you don't know what microcosm means, Google it, because I won't tell you. Now, it reflects the same phases, the same emotional cycles, just in a tighter space within structure, because the only thing that is separating candlesticks is time. So that means that the same cycle, accumulation, manipulation, expansion, or distribution, repeats itself, whether you're looking at the 1 minute, the daily, the 4-hour, it does not matter. The shape might look bigger or smaller, the speed might change, but the behavior, the cycles, and the direction stays the same. Now I'm going to clear up this chart and reanalyze it, but correlate multiple time frames so that you can see the increased accuracy for yourself. First, let me go to the daily time frame and see what we have. Ignore all of this. I just was really locked in. Now let me begin by marking this daily candle low and this high. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame now. Our 1 hour was where our actual structure, let me connect this, is based off of. So what I mean is our 1 hour is still where we have our major high and our major low. It just aligns even further now. There you go. We have our major high and our major low. Now let's continue, draw our internal liquidity. Now this time, as we watch how price begins to move in our direction, we're going to take a look at the higher time frames and see how they are actually unfolding as well. Okay, price coming to this zone. Let me take a look at the 4-hour. Okay, now we see our rejection. We see a close, still no sweep. 2-hour, clean rejection. In this case, there's nothing significant and we continue watching on. All right. Okay, let me stop here. Let's take a look at the 4-hour again. And as you can see, if you were on the 4-hour time frame, you would have seen that sweep of this high to know that price is actually going to continue down here just as it did from our 1-hour perspective. Let me actually draw this out so you can correlate it with me. Now, as we can see, our CRT 4-hour low directly touches our major low that we're looking for of the market. We have this clean bearish candle that is a strong body candle that's closing with lots of momentum. So now from this time frame, let me go back to the 1 hour, because that's where I was at the previously. So you can see now the higher confidence or the exact difference that you have. So now you can see the difference, right? Price came up. So now you're more than likely you're expecting price to actually come back into this area once again, because you see on the 4-hour time frame, you already swept the high and is now going towards the low. Let's see what happens. There you go. You got the sweep. Now you see on a 1-hour time frame, we got that full close. We have a sweep of all of our liquidity that we were trying to look for overall within the bottom of the range. And on top of that, let's take a look at the 4-hour. We now see we have a new 4-hour CRT beginning to form, but this time in alignment with the overall expansion, because we have on the 4-hour our 1-hour candle. So our 4-hour candle close is the same as our 1-hour candle. Look at the times, right? So when this closes, the other candle had already opened. And so now that we see that we're starting to have the same formation on the 4-hour as we do on the 1-hour. Now the correlations might not always be a 4-hour to a 1-hour, but they will happen. And once you see them, that is your extra confluence that the market is finally ready to take off in your direction. So now from a 4-hour point of view, once you see this, you can anticipate that the market will rise at least to this area with much more confidence. Not only that, if we take note of our CRT low on the daily, we also understand that this was a daily CRT as well that swept the low. And now you can ultimately target all of these highs overall. You got the CRT high from the 4-hour, you have your high from the internal liquidity of the range, you have your major high, and then you have your CRT high. So when you're expecting bull momentum, you're targeting highs. And that's exactly what we are doing. And now let's watch the chart from this perspective and see how it plays out. Okay. Just look how price begins to react once it hits every area. There you go. Our 4-hour CRT high, as you just seen that rejection, our 4-hour CRT high was complete. It tapped also into our internal range high, began to temporarily reverse. But since we're now with the 4-hour momentum, we can expect our major high to be reached along with our CRT high on the daily time frame. Now let's just watch. It's not there yet. So at this point in time, we would be trying to anticipate our CRT high. You have another, let me just break this down for the sake of it, right? You had another 4-hour CRT sweep of this low, and you were targeting this high with even more confluence now that your major high and your CRT high for the daily time frame will be hit and fulfilled. And there you go. In just a matter of time, our CRT high from the 4-hour, our maximum internal liquidity, our major high, and our CRT high that was from the daily time frame was all fulfilled. Now let me take a look at the daily time frame so that you can see the full picture. All right, you already see all of this momentum. Ignore all of this. You already see all of this momentum here, right? You had this daily candle that showed indecision, okay? You can see price came, swept this low, and our next target was the high, and that's what we were aiming for on the smaller time frames the entire time until it got hit, and you could have capitalized on the large risk to reward with the entry from here because you were able to have the skill and the patience and understanding to apply the market for what it really is in real time, and therefore you would have got a large payoff. This is the core of CRT. This is what gives you flow, and this is what gives you the true vision across any chart. So if you found this video helpful in a way that it made you see the market in a new way, make sure to like, share, subscribe to the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.